We are live. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. It's time for another installment of Late Night Snack Time. Here we are. Hi, Charles. Good evening. And everyone on the bus. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Mary. Hope you guys are doing good. Just got off the boat. What a great, that was a good one. I always find something good in that. Always. AKA Heather Joy, good to see you. Ethan E-Dog Wanger, good to see you. Chili Phil, Virginia. All my friends are here. Ray. Everybody's here. This is made it this time, says Virginia. You are here. I'm doing a review today of one of the items I got from Drew V. This is Pappy Kirschenstein. I just like saying that. Pappy Kirschenstein. It's great. Steak in a bag. That's what it says. So we're going to do this in a few minutes. So I want to say hi to everybody. Ethan Walters, good to see you. Andy Paul from Great Britain, good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Jason P, good to see you. Potato Man World, hello, Johnny. Good to see you. Mac Whitaker, bam, so good to see you. Mac, good to see you. I still can't get on the bus. Only have an iPhone. Do I have to use a laptop? I know that you can do it really easily on a laptop. I'm not sure if you can do it from an iPhone. I think you can. I think you have to, instead of using the app, you have to use a browser, go to YouTube, get on there, and do it that way. But I'm not positive. Dad's old Honda Civic 2.0. Love you, brother. Thinking about my game plan for tomorrow. Got 14 houses left for the week. I'm ahead of schedule. Got a brand new tires ready to go on my machine. That's a busy day, man. You got it. Sounds like you're got the bull by the horns. I made the pass like 10. Haven't made it. Sorry for the typo, Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny, you're so no problem, Virginia. You don't need to. We're just glad you're here. I ate 6 hot balls tonight. Tummy hurts a teeny bit. It'll do that, G. Marty. Christopher Westcott, good to see you. Champion Wade, thank you for being here. Dennis and Macy Brace, good to see you. Robert Sutor, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Wes Lightburn, good to see you. Jeremy Bell, good to see you, man. Real deal, I'm here. I'm not on the bus. Situation has changed, so sorry, but love the channel. You're still here, dude. Don't sweat it, real deal. Glad you're here, man. You have to blur out your. No, I don't have to blur those out, Ray. No, I haven't had to. But you know what? I can see them doing something crazy like that. That's how they are. Stefan Spoons and Scoville's Harrop. Quite a name. Good evening. Good to see you. All right, you guys. Oh, Blake Anderson is here. Good to see you, man. Sasquatch Hunter. Alaska Adventures. Yo, Squatch in the house. Come visit the channel one day. I will do that, Sasquatch Hunter. Sounds like something I could dive down in a deep dive. I will definitely check it out. All right, guys, I got this. This is Pappy Kirschenstein. Say it with me. Pappy Kirschenstein. It's a great name. Enjoy the taste of the West. Of course, this is crawfish boil. I don't think they had that in the West. This has reapers in it, so I'm pretty sure they didn't have that in the West, but I'm psyched about it. Pappy Kirschenstein, steak in a bag. This old home place. There it is, rugged as can be. Oh, I love those memories. They're still so dear to me. When Pappy smoked his beef jerky under the old oak tree, my, how I love to smell that smoke while Pappy sang to me. Pappy's grandsons have followed the family tradition and trying to keep it that way. All right. Here's the ingredients. Beef, water, salt, sugar, dextrose, garlic, onion, paprika, natural flavors, Carolina Reaper peppers. Gotta be happy with that. Natural lemon oil, celery, monosodium glutamate, hydrolyzed plant protein, sodium erythrobate. I love that. Citric acid and sodium nitrate. All right. It's a steak. It's a slab I'm eating here. Nolan Cross, good to see you. Just watch your pod challenge. They were delicious. They were awfully hot. They were super. Make sure. Scott Lazarus. Gotta be joking. Little Acres, you guys. Best jams in the world. Hi, Scott. Hope you're doing well. Todd G, that's me. Good to see you, man. Hot Sauce Chunky Tim. Good to see you. Never Ender. Just planted a Reaper plant. Did Ghost last year. Ate a whole one and immediately lay on the floor in the fetal position. Bring on the cramps. Greetings from Jersey. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. K-App, good to see you. Hello from Jersey. Also, a couple Jersey people here. I have a great Jersey joke. When someone says they're from Jersey, I say, what exit? But you got to have a good time. Sometimes you usually get it and roll with it right away. But I have a lot of family in Jersey and friends in Jersey. Where's Bizzle? Bizzle is a legend. Is he here? I didn't see it. Bizzle's just, listen, more of a man than I am, I'll tell you that. Dive into this thing. This is crawfish boil flavored. And it has that crawfish. It has all the aroma of the crawfish boil. It does. Chili Phil, I convinced my manager to get Reaper cheese. It's going to be beautiful. It sounds like a good move. Little Acres is amazing, said Jeremy Bell. Really, I've emptied so many jars of Little Acres. The stuff is so good. For real. Keith, Lego, good to see you. I'm early tonight, boys and girls and bus riders. You are early. Good to see you. Chili Mama Bird, there she is. I love you, girl. I waited. We have steak in a bag from Pappy Kirshenstein's. Man, I love that. Pappy Kirshenstein. It's got a great name. All right, let's try some of this. I said it was like a slab. It's a slab of meat. No joke. All right, I'm going to rip a piece of this off. Oh, no. Piece of salt flipped up from the bag, got me right in the eyeball. Could have been bad. Crawfish boil from Pappy Kirshenstein. Thank you, Drew V. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is the bus pass. No, it's not. You know what? By the way, a bus pass tomorrow live from the office. Dollar Silver, good to see you. Chronic Stoner in the house. You'll get a workout eating it. You're gonna. Corey, good to see you. Hi, Al McGee. Wow. Chop Saki. Good to see you. All right. Sometimes you eat jerky. It's like we had some jerky in the office this past week. It was so soft and moist. It was almost, and it was too much. This stuff is like, it said, enjoy the taste of the West. If this was regular, it wasn't crawfish flavored. This is how they had it in the West. It was just a dry, I mean, this is jerky. I typically like it a lot. This is like chewing a boot or sandal. Flavor's great though. You get a workout eating it. Shablack, good to see you. Eric Winslow. Wow. Just, it's got great flavor, but you're going to get a workout chewing it. Rob Norton, good to see you. Edwin DeGris. They nailed the crawfish flavor. That's awesome. But boy, I'll tell you, it's a workout. Tastes great though. I love all jerky, even old boots. Bree says, fact, yummy. Two wheeler is in the house. Thanks for being here. Dion Russell, good to see you. Douglas Poulin, greetings from Ohio. So glad you post every day. I do. You know, last time I took a day off? Can anybody tell me? I can't. When was the last time I took a day off? Even when my dad died, I made a video. It was short, but just, I mean, I can't, it's been years. I mean, it literally has been years since I think I've taken a day off. Usually it's a couple a day, you know? My teeth can't handle really tough jerky these days. Crawfish flavor sounds amazing. Buddha Davis, the flavor's great. It's a rough one, though. Bruce Cook, good to see you. Got a sugar rush peach plant, spitting peppers. You know what, Mr. Black? That's a great pepper. One of my favorites. Ice cream is the best way to get your tolerance up, Alan. You know, I got ice cream today. I'm gonna put some hot stuff on it. Hey, Johnny, Troy Primo created the BBM, right? Yes, hot sauce, Junkie Tim. Troy Primo is the creator of the BBM, which is the Big Black Mama. Wicked hot pepper and big, like some monster. You've never taken a day off in almost 4 years, Jeremy says from Peppers in Kentucky Living. I bet, you know, it's really funny. I'd like to know how many days I've taken off since I started the channel, like in 7 years. How many days no video went up? I bet it's less than a month of days off in 7 years. I have a piece of, just gonna let it go. Mr. Wheelchair Preacher, good evening. Can't remember a day off and sometimes you make 2 or 3 plus. Yeah. You know what? It's bad when I'm on, like this, when I was filming this past, you know, there's a bunch of days where it was just one video, but it was still never a day off. It would drive me crazy. Blake Richardson. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Same with the rest of the crew. I'm a bit late. Don't worry about it, Blake. You're early. What time is it here? We've only been going for 15 minutes or so. We're going to go to the top of the hour, so that's good. Johnny, can I send you San Pedro cactus to eat? No, Mr. Black. You know what? Can I tell you something? I've never seen that video of LA Beast where he eats the cactus. Can't do it. Can't watch it. I know he does. He eats a cactus. I just can't see it. Listen, the whole idea of a cactus, like something, if they put a gun to my head and said, eat a cactus, I'd be like, go ahead and pull the trigger. Not eating a cactus. Not going to happen. Just asking because I got a big red mama plant here. It's interesting to see what those parts are like. Yeah, big red mama, big mustard mama, big yellow mama, big, those are all Troy. Bro, how's your health been? Last time I checked, I'm praying for you. Thank you, Douglas Fuller. It's great. You know, it's really funny. If you don't have your health, you don't have much. I'm very blessed. I got great health. Now, you know, I've had a couple of health issues in the past, but doing very, very good now. Thank you for your prayers. I appreciate that. Bizzle. Man, there you are, Bizzle. Dude, you're a rock star. We love you. I'm glad you're here. Real deal. Troy has created some of the best, but Tom is coming. Yeah, Tom is. But Troy, yeah, listen, Troy. 7-Pot Primo. You know, the big mustard mama, the big chocolate mama, the big black mama, big yellow mama. Plus, he's got the Louisiana creeper. I eat it for you, says Chili Mama Bird. Nah, listen. I can't even. Can I tell you? I can't even think about it immediately. Forget watching him do it. I can't even thinking about it bothers me. Beast is just on a different plane. I agree, Mr. Black. Thank you, all the bus pass holders. Look at you guys. Tomorrow in the office, I'll do a live stream just for the bus pass holders. But I don't know if it's going to be a challenge. Probably it could be. I haven't enough to do a challenge, but I haven't decided yet. But it'll be tomorrow afternoon between noon and 3. think it depends on the cactus, honestly, and the meal delivery stuff. I got cactus tacos. Uh, Listen, I wouldn't mind eating a cactus, like pulp of a cactus and meat in a taco or something like that. But the idea of eating cactus with spines and stuff. Listen, I was with Tommy this past weekend. We were talking about camels, but not camels. Well, camels can do it too, but giraffes. Giraffes eat these things, these thistles. They have. I mean, you can drive this through a dude's boot, and it's this long, and they just eat them like they're a snack. And you watch this thing pulled in with his tongue and eat it. I was just like howling with laughter. The idea of something like eating, I can't do it. Just can't do it. Oh, seriously, it freaks me out. Chop Saki, it's a great name, isn't it? Jimmy Monbird, Deanne Russell, thank you, Johnny. Lethal Wolf, hi, Johnny, good to see you, Lethal Wolf. My notifications didn't pop up, and I never look at my clock. Bizzle, we're just glad you found us, man. Mr. Black, love you, Johnny. Love you too. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The lifeboat. There's Tommy. All right, Tommy. We were just talking about. Tommy's here. About the giraffe we saw eating the spines, man. You know, L.A. Beast ate a cactus, and I can't even bring myself to watch the video. Forget like attempting. I can't watch him do it. I could never even think about doing something like that. Man, I had so much fun filming with my brother. I've been reflecting on it a lot. I never watch videos that I shoot ever because I just don't like watching them. I'll watch them occasionally if College Boy's in it or Big Al. But man, the videos with Tommy were so funny. Now look at this. Now Chili Momberg really wants to eat a cactus. My favorite pepper is a killer yellow, Will Kiersey. It's a yellow primatale. That's for flavor and heat. But the hottest pepper I've ever eaten is a primatale. You can kind of switch chocolate or red. They're going to be the hottest pepper you'll ever eat. Digital Watcher, good to see you, man. Robert, RS, good to see you, man. I love YouTube. You and your bro was great content. David Russell says, thank you. It was awfully fun to film with him. It really was a good time. Got some, I should tell him. I won't tell him. Got some surprises coming. You'll see. I will never look at milk and bananas the same again. You know what, Ray? I don't think I will either. It's funny how that was such a fun video to watch until right when we stopped the milk video. Then it was I was so miserable. It was horrible. It felt terrible. Tomwa, says Chili Mama Bird. Eat a cactus with pods stuck on the cactus needles. Man, needles, man. Just can't do it. Can't have it. Can't have it. I don't even have a tolerance, but I'd try if they grind them up for me. Bizzle 636. I remember reading about them taking the whiskers of tigers, making people swallow because it works through your stomach. It's like a way of execution. I read about that a long time ago. Anything with spines it freaks me out. Can't have it. I can't. Keith Lang has been doing 3,000 push-ups in May challenge for St. Jude's as worthy, and I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Boy, they're going faster than I can keep up here, people. Flood of Sins, good to see you, man. Chris McMenamin, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Maddie, you got me through a tough time, brother. Appreciate you chasing the heat. Can I tell you something, Maddie? You got me through a tough time. All the time, you guys get me through tough times. It's what we do for each other. Metal music, and I'll always be here. That's what we do for each other, Maddie. Metal Music Maniac. If Heinz creates Calorie and Reaper ketchup, it might be legal to be on a hot dog. It might be legal to be on a hot dog. I don't know. We'll see. Everybody's cashing in on that name. Funny, I can do sauces like a champ. When it comes to peppers, it's a whole different experience. Peppers are different, man. You see Tommy chowing those peppers down to you with me like a beast. And for the kiddos, says Chili Mombird. I agree with that. David Russell, hang on. I hear the sorry I'm asking, so hold on. David Russell, sorry I'm asking again. Do you feel anything after the videos? Have you thought of recording your reaction after a challenge? Uh, Part of why I like your videos is your self control and mindfully. Uh, Thank you. Here's the if you get a bus pass, there are a bunch of aftermaths. I don't typically show aftermaths. I never have. I did and uploaded a few for the bus pass. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes it's harder than others. It's part of the gig. I'm overweight, so I prefer sit downs versus push ups, says Bruce Cook. I can get behind that. Good night. You replied, love you, man. Your Reaper sauce, man. Thank you, real deal. Had a ton of fun talking with Macy tonight, says Dennis Brace. That's awesome. Hope she's doing well. Think about eating 3 halves. I had back-to-back tonight, like you do those super hots. Do it, wheelchair preacher. It's a good way to build your tolerance, man. Broken Charlie, gotta say, the milk vid gave me a laugh. Man, you should have seen the look on my mom's face when she walked out and saw us there. Italicizer, good to see you. Ethan Walters, I heard the Apocalypse Scorpion it's hot as Reaper. It's as hot as Reaper. It's a very hot pepper. There's a ton of peppers as hot or hotter than Reapers. A ton of them. It's not the hottest pepper. Everyone's got their peppers going. I hope everybody does, says Italicizer. Yeah, just so everybody understands, the Carolina Reaper is not the hottest pepper. It wasn't the hottest pepper when I started Chase the Heat 7 years ago. It certainly didn't magically become the hottest pepper. It isn't. There are hotter peppers. It's just the hottest pepper recognized by a marketing company. I mean, Guinness Book. Sorry, Guinness Book. It's just the hottest one recognized by the Guinness Book. There are a lot hotter. There are peppers that are significantly hotter. Anyhow, I remember the aftermath after drinking the entire bottle of Right Hand of Doom. That was terrible. That was a horrible challenge. The cramps on that were brutal. Very brutal. Tim, Hot Sauce Chuck and Tim, if I had aftermath videos, YouTube would probably shut me down. I had a really funny one once in the first month I started the channel after chugging the Mark of the Beast from Ashley Food Company. I gargled it and I had a really bad reaction. I had it actually done. I had it filmed, but I couldn't upload it. No way. As for me of everything, good to see you. There you are. Riverdale Gardens, good to see you. Catching some of this after lawn work. River says hi, Johnny. Hi, River. Good to see you. Buddha Davis. Love you, Buddha Davis. We all do. The Outbacker, I have seeds I need to plant. Just got to find the right. So anyway, if anybody's really hung up on that being the hottest pepper, it's not. Get some Primatali seeds. They're going to be hotter. 7-Pot Browns are hotter. Okay. BTRs, Bula Scorpions, hotter. I've had Chocolate Bulas hotter. I've had 7-Pot Primos hotter. Fatali, Jigsaw, that was hotter. There's been a lot of peppers that have come down that are hotter, as hot or hotter than Reapers. I don't have a dog in the fight, you guys. I'm just kind of searching for the truth. Subtle Eel, good to see you. I made it. If I made an aftermath video after I attempted the Tube of Terror the first time, I would have had people crying because instead of talking, I was on the floor screaming in pain. Yeah, Bruce, I've had a couple of those. I remember having I had a really bad one once at the office after doing a giant gummy after the Psycho Bear gummy challenge. I was on the floor and I scared the office so bad, like the look in their face. For days after I'd walk in the morning, they'd look at me like, "Are you all right?" Because they never saw me like that before. It was terrible. I can't seem to reach an endorphin dump. I chicken out and break before I can reach it. Azaran says, Azaran, you know what? It's okay. Here's the thing about the endorphin dump. It's like faith. You just gotta, you gotta try. The problem is it's scary when it's hurting a lot to do more. Whether it's with peppers, whether it's with tincture, regardless of what it is, the last thing it's counterintuitive. The last thing you want to do when you're burning up is, I know, let's have more. But really, that's when you got to have more, because when you do, that's when your body's going to pump the brakes and go, hey, wait a minute. He always bails right before this. What is he doing now? I don't know. He ain't more. He's freaking. He's freaking out. Send endorphins, send dopamine. And it's going to like flood your body with all this great endorphins. And then you'll be emailing me going, Johnny, it worked. You got to trust me. It does happen. It's a step of faith. Reapers taste like dog poop, as Todd G says, in my opinion. You know what? Here's the deal about Reapers. It's an acquired taste. I've had 7 pots that tasted great. I had 7 pots that have tasted terrible. I've had Reapers that have tasted great. I've had Reapers that have tasted terrible. It's just kind of a pepper by pepper thing. But it is it absolutely is an acquired taste. No one knocks back a shot of bourbon the first time and goes, give me some more of that. You don't. It's like, you acquire a taste for it. Isn't that much different? I've acquired a taste for chocolate pods. I am really getting into chocolate pods, and I never have before. So, Mama Bird says his meditation is playing guitar. That helps a lot. It really does. Drunk Eddie gifted 5 Chase the Heat Bus Pass memberships. No way. Thank you so much for doing that. Real Deal has one now. Carlton White has one now. Amy Hakey from Vermont's got one now. J.O. Plays though also has one, as does Nemesis. Thank you so much for doing that, Drunk Eddie. That was very stellar. There's gonna be a lot of people that get a lot of extra content now. Thank you for doing that, man. That was very cool. Very cool. The only chocolate pod I like was chocolate habanero. That's a great pepper. I love chocolate habaneros. But if you guys watch, anybody's been around the channel for a long time, saw that, in the beginning that was my nemesis. I couldn't do chocolate pods. I love the burn, but I hated the flavor. I did a Screaming Eagle 21 pod chocolate super hot challenge. Right, just 21 super hots back to back. And I almost threw up every time. It's just every pod was bad. Now I'm really enjoying them. So it's an acquired taste. Michael Zengel, good to see you. I'm growing the mustard reaper this year. I'm excited to see how my datel and habanero cross turns out. That sounds fascinating. Let me know how that one goes. That's very cool. Johnny, how will we do live vids when you move to Australia? Big time swing. Yeah, I'll still, that doesn't change. Like right now, I'd still be doing it. It's right now it's 11:30 on Wednesday in Oz. So I'll still, here's the thing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep the time schedule that we've got, because I'm not going to my life's going to change a lot, but the viewers aren't. Nothing's going to change except where I do it. And the thumbnails are going to get a lot prettier. I meditate every day to help with my mental state, my mental health. It's a must for me, Christopher Westcott. It's important. Journaling is really, really good. I've had golden habanero. No, I don't think I have West Lightburn. I think golden reapers, and I don't think I've had a golden habanero though. Rico Dorsey, how about does the shishito taste? That's one of the best peppers in the world. If you saute them, just blacken them in a pan with some salt and pepper. Forget about it. Unbelievable, Rico. Greg Rage and Cajun, good to see you. One of the hottest yellow pods was a yellow Borg 9. That's a great pepper. I've had those. The comments are going too fast. I'm sorry. Matthew Ramoth, how does one eat hot food without getting cramps or fire stools? Fiery stools. Matthew, it's part of the gig. As far as there are, you got to think of it like this. There are 3 places that you're really going to have, concern with heat. Sector 1, Sector 2, and Sector 3. Here's Sector 1. You build a tolerance there the quickest. Sector 2 is your stomach, how you process it. You build that slower, so it takes a while. So you get to a place where you're confidently can handle the heat of certain pods in your mouth. But when you get to your stomach's like, hey, we're not there yet. And you start cramping. We joke and say that your mouth wrote a check that your stomach can't cash. And then Sector 3 is how you handle it in the bathroom. Sector 1 builds the quickest. Sector 2 builds the slower. And how you handle it, how do you export it or go to the bathroom? That's the one that builds the slowest. But I've been eating pepper since forever. So it just takes time. Alf, good to see you, man. What's my method for handling stomach cramps? I rough them and tough them out. There's not much you can do, Outbacker. The beginning of the pepper season, my cramps are a lot worse than they are towards the end. At the end, they're not as bad. Chris Babcock, good to see you. What do you think of PRS guitars? You know what? I love the looks of them. I like the sound of them. They're super expensive. There's been a couple that one in particular that I almost thought about buying, but I didn't. This is my guitar that I'm in love with right now. It's the best guitar I've ever touched. It's a Strandberg. Everything about it is my, I've got guitars that are in cases that I can't see playing again. That's my guitar. Ethan Walters, I don't care much for Ghost because it's like eating a flower. You know what? I've never had that problem with Ghost. Ghost is one of my favorite peppers. Probably as a pepper themselves, maybe the favorite of all because all of them are so good. Like the white Ghosts are so yummy. Tommy and I ate a bunch when I was out in Reno. Have I tried Elijah Extreme Regret Reserve? I have. Stand for Truth. It's a yummy sauce. It really is. All of their sauces are great at Elijah's Extreme. 1 minute you heard, if you mix Primatali with a red Fresno, would it taste like a red Fresno still? Difficult to say. It would take on some traits of the Fresno. It would take on each generation would have some traits of one and some traits of the other. The Primatali heat would probably stand out, and a lot of the flavor. As a result, the flavor probably would be very dominant as well. But you never know. When am I moving? Chop Saki, hopefully soon. 4 to 6 months, or 3 to 5 months. I'm working on it for real. This week, in fact, submitting everything in. PRS plays like a dream. Blake Anderson, I love my PRS guitars. Here's the thing. If you really love the guitars you got, don't ever pick up a Strandberg. And I mean that because it may I was a Gibson guy since I was a boy, like for real. And it changes everything. I'd be 10 times a guitar player if I had started my whole career off with that because I can't put that guitar down. And it's just not like that with any other guitar. I mean, I can't stop playing. I play it for hours every day. It's just so comfortable, and that's half the deal. I don't know. I should get a paycheck from Strandberg. I'm working on that, actually. Ray, did you guys have trouble after? Did we? Well, listen, that was rough. You can't got all that white out, says Tommy. You can't eat or drink a gallon of milk and not be lactose intolerant. You're going to have a horrible experience. It's just the way it works. So we had a tough time. Not going to lie to you. Can Reaper sauce give you an endorphin rush, Dennis Brace? Sure. If you're not used to it, yeah, you bet. Well, think of somebody who's never had it really depends on where your tolerance is at. If your tolerance is very low, like, listen, a jalapeno can easily toss somebody into panic mode and give you an endorphin rush if you've never had something hot. You know what I mean? So, for sure. Tom Broom, it's a few days older than the last time you asked. Good to see you, Tom Broom. Excuse me. Flamin' Jackson, we love you, man. Thanks for being here. Love Flamin' Jackson. Later, guys and gals. Got to run to the store. Later, Al McGee. Drive. It's quicker. Be careful, all right? Thanks for being here. Chili Mumber's had one from Reaper Sauce. I've seen it. Yep. Charles, so it definitely can be had. Charles Bronson, good to see you. Damn, John, your channel is so addicting. I bet when you was a telemarketer, you sold ice cubes to Eskimos. Digital watcher. Too funny. I have some funny telemarketing stories. A lot of them with Tommy. Tommy and I worked. Want to hear a funny story about telemarketing? This is a great story. I'm glad Tommy's here because he'll back this up. We did a deal. We were running an office in Reno, and we were on a sale. It was a two-part sale. It was a setter and a closer. So the setter would ask all the questions and give you all the information you need to close the deal. And when it got to the closer would do the deal. So it was my brother and I were the closers. We had, when it was at its peak, we had 186 people, I think. It was a big office. But the rip was a big one. I mean, we're talking about 6,000 or 7,000 was the cheapest package. The top package was like, I don't know, 10 or 15,000. We're doing it over the phone with a credit card, just in like an hour-long phone pitch. And so we're on the phone, and the person who had the set was watching this phone call happen. They're watching the set. The closer has their paycheck in your hand. You're holding it. If you do a good job, you don't mess it up. You hand them the money. If you screw it up, everybody's paycheck goes away because you blow the sale. And we were in a room, like we'd be done at 7:00, and the setters would be done at 7:00. It'd be 11:30 at night. We're still closing deals, and there'd be 50 people in the place just sitting there watching. And I'm not making any of this up. Just watching us close deals. It was crazy. We had people that didn't even work there. A guy named Kevin that was a pilot that ended up working for us that was there for weeks. We didn't know he worked. He didn't work for us. We thought he did because he was just always there watching. So, but we would sit there and close the deal. We both on a pitch in different places in the pitch. I would get like sticky notes, and I'd write a word down on the piece of paper. And I'd hold it up to my brother, and he had 5 seconds to work that word into the pitch. It was never an easy word. It was always something absurd and ridiculous. So I'm doing that. He's writing a word down, holding it to me, and I'd have to work that word into the pitch. And all the while, the person whose money's on the line is sitting there watching, and you think they'd be freaking out. They were just laughing. But it was the most bizarre thing because the words, like, if Tommy's watching, he'll remember some of the words that we would write out that were just like how in the world? No pimple here. And we didn't blow deals. We closed the deal, we finished the deal, and the person, Tommy said, no pimple here. That was actually in a pitch. You had to be there. It was crazy. But there's a lot of crazy. One day we had this is another great telemarketing story. True story. We had these headsets that you could walk 1,000 feet away. I could dial it. They had a pad, a keypad on your belt. You push a button, and at the base where your phone was, a little arm would lift your phone up off the receiver, so you could dial it. When you'd hang up, it would hang it back down on the cradle remote. It was so cool. But these people they would call us, and we would do this. The setter would be on for like a half hour. Then they give them to us, and we'd be on for like half hour to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour if it was a long one. But it was the kind of thing where these people were. My dad said once, if people ever get in line and they're begging to give you money, that's a scam. And these guys would get in line and beg to give us their money because the way we set this pitch up, it was just an amazing, very slick pitch. One day, it's like 8:00 at night. We're in the office, and our office was, my brother and I shared an office, and we could look out and we see the ankles of people at the parking lot. It was just the way the outside window was. So we're looking out there, and we see there's this dude, like he's roughing up a young woman. And I was like, I looked at it. My brother looked at it. I said, we both had somebody on the phone. It's a true story, I swear to you. I said, you know what? My secretary's tapped me on the shoulder. Can I put you on hold for just a minute? They said, of course. So I put him on hold. My brother pulled the same stunt. We go outside in the parking lot, and this guy's being a jerk. He's drunk, and he's being a jerk to this woman. So long story short, he went to sleep in the parking lot. It was amazing. Tommy helped him. The guy turned out he was really tired and just needed to take a nap right then and there in the parking lot. And Tommy helped put him to sleep. So he finally wakes up from his short nap and he goes to sleep again. And then by then the cops show up. But the girl is angry with us that we were helping her because this guy was beating her up in the parking lot. It was a crazy situation. But the bottom line is this guy got carted away. But we went back inside. I was sitting there talking to him. I was like, oh, I have a person on hold. I totally forgot. I put my headphones back on. I said, hey, I'm sorry. Are you still there? They said, of course. And we both had people on hold. We both finished the set. But it was true story. It was really a crazy story. But the crazy part about that wasn't so much what happened when we got in the parking lot, but the whole thing must have taken 20 minutes from the first time we walked out there till when the cops showed up and took them away. And in that time, both the people that were on hold never left. They sat there waiting. You guys ever watch Boiler Room? We could film stuff for Boiler Room 2 that you guys wouldn't even believe. It was crazy. Anyhow, Tommy knocked him out. No, here's the thing. Tommy just put him to sleep. He didn't knock him out. Didn't punch him. Didn't knock him out. But he went night-night. I'll tell you that. And when he came up, he went night-night again. I know you guys looked familiar. You looked familiar. You tried to sell a home entertainment system in the back of your van. I opened the box. It was a brick. You know what's funny? I'm still trying to figure out how to plug it back. It's funny. Tommy's laughing his head off right now. He said it's a brick. Remember the brick, Tommy? When we hired people, we knew when we hired people. It was a crazy town. If we fired you, we had to give you your check like virtually immediately. We had 24 hours to get your check. And the worst thing that can happen in a phone room is somebody to pop a coil on the floor because the whole phone room's done for the day. I mean, it's just everybody's head's gone. You see somebody snap and say things they shouldn't be saying or scream and yell on the floor, and you're trying to focus, and that can be catastrophic for a phone room. So we had this policy when we hired people. They'd come in, we'd sit down and do the interview. We had the greatest interview in the history of interviews. But anyway, when we hired them, they'd walk in, they'd fill out the paperwork, and we had a brick, like a real brick. We'd hold up and say, see this? What is this? They'd say, it's a brick. Exactly. If you ever come in, I swear to you, this is the policy. If you ever come into the office, rear naked choke, exactly, Keith Lego. We would say to them, if you ever come into the office and this brick is at your station, it means you're fired. Don't touch your station. Don't turn around and walk out of the building. If you do, you're going to get your check in 24 hours. If you don't, if you cause any sort of problems, you're going to get your check, but I'm going to make you get a lawyer and jump through every legal hoop for causing me the problem. That's what I'm going to do to you. Don't cause me a problem, and I won't cause you one. If you ever see this at your desk, get up and walk out, and you'll be paid. But you're fired. And we never, ever had a problem. When you fire somebody, like, you kidding me? Would you use the brick? Yep. We put on somebody's station, and we say to them, it's never a prank, ever. There's never going to be a prank. There'll never be a day where you walk in and this is at your desk when we're just kind of joking about it. If it's ever at your desk, get out of the building. And I swear to you, that worked. You can't know how good that worked because over the years of me running phone rooms, you fire somebody, and the second you got bad blood on the floor, you got to cut that out. And I mean, toot sweet, or it can really wreak havoc on the floor like that. We were good at not letting that happen. Yes, Keith Lego, that was the rear naked choke. Did you hear that? Okay, peeps, I'm off like a herd of turtles. Later, Tommy Scoble. I'll be talking to you later, man. Carl Wilkinson. What's up, Mr. Scoble? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're just kind of hacking around and talking. We've been talking for a little while, just telling stories. Chili Manser, how good to see you. Thanks for being here, Chili Manser. Big fan. You ever seen a UFO? I have not, Rico Dorsey. I have not seen a UFO. Off for like a lizard drinking, as we say in Oz. Yeah, Oz got a bunch. The funny thing about Oz is you'll learn is they have an expression for everything. Everything in the world's got a different word for it there. It's true. Finished SBF. There you go. Primatali mid-season should be hot. Can't wait. They sure should. Ghost again, Johnny. Sometimes I see orbs in your videos. You know what? There's been 2 videos where there's somebody mentioned once. There's an orb. You look at 20. They timestamped it, and when you click on it, there's one little thing you see trail off out of nowhere. And most people probably never see it, but I've seen that in a few videos. I don't know. It's just dust or something. I don't know. Sometimes people just need to take a nap. It's so funny. Asthma and everything. That guy needed to take a nap. She should have, when he woke up, she should have been very thankful that we helped him take a nap, or Tommy did. I just kind of talked to him. I talked to him, and he kind of went very gently down. It was funny. He talked him down to the ground, actually. He said, all right, look, knock it off. I'm going to lay you down. If you get up and you're swinging, I'm going to make you lay down again. If you get up and you're fine, everything's going to be cool. Then he put him to sleep. Guy woke up acting the fool again, so he had to go to bed again. It was the funniest part was, honest to God, still had the thing on our belt, still had the headset on our neck. Went in and finished the phone call. It was hilarious. Hello from Wales. Carl, I'm glad you're here, man. I love day naps, says Chili Bobbert. Naps are good. I wish I could take naps better, but I don't wake up well. We talked about that. Brinos. Laura, good to see you. Have a good night, Mr. Scoville. Thank you for being here. Primitive Life Ways. They had a chocolate bula and it was like giving birth to the sun in the morning. That's a tough experience, man. It's a hot pepper, especially if it's not something you're used to. Primitive Life Ways. You described that very well. That was a beautiful description. I'm a napper, says Dennis Brace. You know what? My dad used to take these 15-minute power naps, wake up rested and fine. Man, I just don't do well. I don't do it. One of the biggest fights I ever had with my kid's mom when we were married was because of a nap. I told the story before. I woke up, I didn't know what time it was. It was a weird time. We were on a vacation. I said, "What time is it?" She said, 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 6:30, whatever. I said, "Night or day?" She thought that was funny. I didn't think it was funny. And the more she thought it was funny, the more I didn't think it was funny. And then she wouldn't tell me, so I had to call. We were in a hotel in Bermuda, and I had to call the front desk. And this is before cell phones even. You couldn't even look at your cell phone. A long time ago. And she said, I called the front desk. I said, "What time is it?" She said, 6:30. I said, "Is it day or night?" And they laughed and said, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "I'm getting it from the front desk too." I'm like, "What time is it? Morning or night?" And all that was because I don't nap well. I can't. When I wake up, you could sell me a bridge, man. I don't have it together. It's terrible. Bill Lewis, chilling on Tuesday with Tommy. I swear that I end my night watching you. Do you have a serious problem? Love you, brother. Do I have a serious problem? Bill Lewis, I don't know, man. Here's the deal: a double dose of Scovilles. It's a lot of Scovilles. You know what? Tonight was really good. Tommy's show tonight was amazing. He's one of those dudes you can see. He's just very inspirational. He charges my batteries, man. You know, I charge a lot of people's batteries. He charges mine. I'm very blessed with that. Night Riverdale. You are global, Johnny. Todd. Thank you, Todd G. It's an interesting thing how that happened. Paul, what was a hell of an endorphin rush for you? Really? That was. Yeah, it sure was. It was. I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness, I couldn't keep my eyes open. It was just. I hadn't had a good one in a long time, so that was special. DizXS is late. No, you're not. You're good to go. We're here. Where's College Boy? It would be cool to do a lot. I tried to. I texted him yesterday. Haven't heard back yet. I love College Boy. He's a good guy. Messing with someone's perception is messed up. Yeah, I was so upset about that, Donnie. You have no idea, man. And I get it, but the funnier they thought it was, the more like I was just losing control. Tommy Rice, what's up, man? All the way from Baltimore, Maryland. How cool. Thanks for being here, man. He said I'm global. I'm going to tell you something funny. Right now, they've changed. There's probably a way somehow in analytics on YouTube to find out these statistics. But back in the day, when I first started the channel, it was a lot easier. The first 2 years, it was different to access information. So what I'm telling you now is probably somewhere in the analytics. I just don't know how to find it. All right. But 2 years into the channel, there are 196 countries. 2 years into the channel, we had people that had subscribed to the channel that were in 175 of the 196 countries. And that was 2 years into the channel. So that was 5 years ago. So I would imagine by 5 years after that, we've probably caught the rest of them. But we're just very, very fortunate with that YouTube has this platform. YouTube has its problems, a lot of them. They're anti-family, they're anti-God, I think. They're anti a lot of things. But they give me a platform where I can reach the world, and that's a pretty cool thing. It's a cool thing. Benjamin Hughes, when do we get another appearance from Johnny Jr.? I talked to him today too. Talked to him a couple times. I don't know. When I get to, you know what? I have ideas. It may be something we end up doing again. He's a good dude, Johnny Jr. You both help. You both help people. We try. Google sometimes the science of servitude, and it'll blow you away. There's a science to it, and when you help somebody with no anticipation of something in return, you just help somebody. What you get from that, it's hard to even explain. It's a buzz, it's a rush, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And You start helping people in any facet, in any way, and you'll start looking for reasons to help more people because it sounds selfish, but it serves me most of all. I get an amazing feeling from helping somebody. And it's not that I'm doing it only for that amazing feeling it gives me. I want to help people. So ultimately, helping people is wonderful. But the fact that something comes back and makes me feel amazing is just, it's an amazing thing. Ray, you thought about doing a reaction video on Pepper Fail videos? That would be a funny thing to do. I don't know. Here's the thing. There's so many. Tommy and I sat down and talked about some things we're doing, and Bree and I have plans, and here's the thing. Bree knows everything, and Tommy knows everything, and but there's a lot of things I can't tell you, but we've got some great plans in the future. I'm not sure if we'll be able to pack in reaction videos. We have some very, very cool stuff planned. Don't we, Bree? Best feeling ever is giving. Here's the thing about that. It's true, Bree. If you want more love, give more love. If you want more respect, give more respect. If you want more money, give away money. I'm telling you, whatever you want, it's the truth. Whatever you want more of, give it away and watch how it doesn't come back to you. I know it sounds crazy to say, but it's the truth. I've learned that anyway. If you speak Chilihead, that is, says Todd J. I love it. All right, Digital Watch. I'm going to surf a bit. Love everybody. It can't hurt. I love everybody. Have a good night, man. We're almost done, you guys. We're going to wrap up in about 7.5, 8 minutes. Carl Wilkinson, I'm loving your Welsh dragon in the background. Indeed, I've got friends and they sent me. I got flags all over the place. We're going to have a flag room, Bree. But I got a bunch. I love flags. Flags are great. Life of Dennis. Johnny, have you ever been in touch with companies that want you to do paid promotions on your channel? Yeah, it's funny. I never did that. Yes, Dennis, I get those offers definitely at least once a week right now, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, but I get them all the time. I never have. I've never done that. The closest I came was Skull Shaver. They wanted to. They sent me the thing for free if I would do a video for them, and I did it. And they wanted me to. I never did it. I didn't want to do a sponsor ad, but I did shave in the shower. If you guys never saw that, it's pretty funny. I'm in the shower. Absolutely, it's not a joke. I was naked in the shower shaving. I used the Skull Shaver to shave my head. I did half with the Skull Shaver and half with a blade and did comparison. And that was the closest I've come to a paid ad. I just haven't. I haven't done any of those. I've never had there are commercials. That's how I keep the lights on. That's how I get paid by YouTube. But as far as like this video brought to you by, you know what? No, it's still not paid. I do a video for Tommy where I do, this video is brought to you by A Better Time, which is his watch company. And I show off a watch he's given me, but he doesn't pay me to do that. So I've never actually been paid yet to do that. And I probably won't. Well, I will. I definitely will down the road. There's no two ways about that, but some stuff is happening. You guys will see just very soon. Big things are happening when you're here. Can't wait to do it with you, Scoville. Absolutely. Chili Mama Bird. Brandon Grundy. Good to see you. A little late. That's all right. You made it in time. We've got 6.5 minutes to go. We're going to bounce out of here. Or 5.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes to go. We're going to bounce out of here. But I appreciate you being here. I see a lot of YouTubers that are getting strikes, going to Rumble and Kick. Here's the deal, man. Yeah, I have a Rumble account. I have a YouTube channel on Rumble. It's called Chase the Heat. I think I've made 3 videos or 4 videos. I don't have a dramatic, I don't have a controversy-filled channel. This isn't a political channel where there's vitriol and people going back and forth, so I don't really, I've had 4 strikes in 7 years since I started the channel, 4 strikes from YouTube. 2 of them I had at one time. But I think there are certain there are certain channel subjects that are not suited well for YouTube just because of the way they are. I don't know if you guys ever see any of the To Catch a Predator stuff with Chris Hansen. There's a ton of YouTube channels that do that. And their hearts mostly are all in the right place. You can tell if you watch any of these channels which ones are only doing it for views and fame, and there are some that really really care about the subject matter. It's very evident really clearly just watching how they conduct themselves. However, YouTube is not kind to those channels whatsoever. They're just not. So a lot of those channels are saying the heck with this. They're feeling like, almost from their point of view, it almost seems like YouTube is protecting the bad guy, and they go over to a platform like Rumble. Rumble's like, do what you say, do what you want to do. We have free speech over here. If you guys want to see, here's the thing: I'm not really bashing YouTube because for my subject matter, it's perfect. All right, so I'm not going to dump on YouTube, but just go over to Rumble and just read the titles on the first page. And you just read the titles, you'll say, oh, okay, I get it. You can just read the titles. You'll see titles you'll never see on a YouTube video. Forget the thumbnails and the content. Just the titles. And I mean, trust me. So there are benefits. Rumble's a great platform as far as free speech. I didn't go to the office today. I was going to. I need to get this thing trimmed. It is driving me. My son says I look like Wilford Brimley. I gotta get it trimmed. It's driving me nuts. Fresh golden cayenne I harvested today. Brandon Grundy. That sounds like a good thing. Elon Musk will probably buy Rumble. I don't know. Crimson YT. I guess that would be YouTube. Crimson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're almost done, you guys. We're going to be finished in about 3 minutes or so. I love catching dirt bags. I love you know what? There's something very, very satisfying about watching a bad person's life crumble in front of them and the realization that this is happening, a click in their head. Children are the most important things in the world, and somebody that would do something bad to a child is staggering. Drew V, I did, man. I ate some of this, which is Pappy Kirschenstein. I still can't get over the name. This stuff is amazing. The flavor is amazing, but I'll tell you what, it's a workout. But they did an amazing job, Drew, of capturing that crawfish boil flavor. I watch TV on the TV, says Crimson. I haven't owned a TV in over almost a dozen years. I don't miss it. I look like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z. I do. I know that. You got to pull strips off for sure, Drew. Wow, but the flavor is so good. Guys, we're going to wrap up now. I'm going to eat some more of this jerky. I love you guys. Let's be kind to somebody. Here's the deal. 2 ways to approach tomorrow. Approach it the right way. Be kind to somebody. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. And I'm doing a live stream tomorrow between noon and 3 for the bus pass holders. I'm not sure if it'll be a challenge, but it'll be something just for you guys. And that'll be a live stream from the office. So get ready for that. I love you guys a lot. I'm Johnny Scoville. And this was Chase the